How you doing?
Hey, Khaled, I don't know what happened earlier. I'm good. Nice to see you. How are you?
Good, good. Long time. I hope everything's going well. Are you in Ottawa or Mississauga? I see a Mississauga flag in the background there.
It is a Mississauga flag, but I am in Ottawa.
Are you? Okay. Yeah, you I'm sure you're the only person with a Mississauga flag behind him. So so a lot
And
of questions.
good for you for recognizing it.
Oh, I see it everywhere. Well, City Hall at least. So a lot of questions here, so I'll get right at it, Omar. When can we expect all international travelers coming to Pearson Airport in Mississauga to be tested for COVID-19?
Okay. First of all, Khaled, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak with your followers. I know you do this amazing service, public service to all of your followers, where you regularly speak with elected officials on a variety of issues. And I'm grateful for, once again, be given this opportunity. Look, we announced late last week that we're adjusting our border measures because of this detection of this new variant. And part of our announcement is that we're going to be testing everybody who arrives internationally at airports other than coming from the US. Right now, we are building on what we already have. We had random testing at the airports, and on average about 20%. We're now escalating that until we reach 100%. We're going to get there. We're not at 100% yet, although it's been going up every day. So we're hoping to get to 100% in the coming days. However, I think travelers who are coming from anywhere other than the US should be prepared, other than, by the way, uploading their information on ArriveCAN, but should be prepared to be tested at any moment.
Okay. And sorry, why the exception for the US as far as testing goes?
So look, what we've been doing is we've been tailoring, customizing a response based on the information that we have. And this whole response is due to Omicron, this new variant. We consult our public health expert, medical doctor, professional experts and public health advisors. And they identified that there's Omicron in almost everywhere. The US, we continue to have an ongoing visibility to their testing system, to their public health measures. So we have a better assessment. And as of today, there is no significant reporting of community transmission of the Omicron. Yes, there is some cases, but not significant community transmission. So for now, the advice that we got is the random testing is sufficient. By the way, on top of the fact that they're still going to be required to get tested before getting on a plane or before arriving to the land border, plus they need to be vaccinated. So we feel the advice that we got, the measures in place are sufficient for now. If we feel that there's significant rise in community transmission in the United States, testing measures could be also adjusted. So for now, we are following it closely, and if we need to, we will adjust that measure.
Awesome. Will the vaccine mandate be permanent for air travel in Canada? Do you think that'll be the case?
The vaccine mandate is really important to help us fight pandemic, and it is vaccines have proven to be the best tool to finishing the pandemic. And the pandemic, by the way, not only is it a threat, this virus not only is a threat to our health, but it's also a threat to our economy. Like businesses have been severely impacted because of transmission, public health measures. So it is essential that we are laser focused on ending this COVID-19 pandemic. So the mandate is part of that. For now, we have a mandate for 6 months. That will be reassessed before the 6 months is over. But to be honest with you, we will, again, make a decision based on the situation at hand. But for now, it is a requirement for the next 6 months.
Okay. There's been a lot of chaos at airports over the last few months at Pearson International. Is it simply just the nature of the airport, or is there something that can be fundamentally changed to kind of help with the flow of passengers getting into planes?
I think it's a combination of both, Khalid. I think it's a combination of this fact of the reality, the influx, the fluid reality that we're dealing with, the pandemic circumstances that keep changing at any moment, and new variants, and we have to readjust our measures based on these changing realities. And it's really important that everybody remembers that the pandemic is not over. But there's also a way for us to adjust and learn and improve our processes given how fluid the situation is. And we've learned, airports have learned, and they've made adjustments. So that, for example, the Arrive Can application that people are expected to upload prior to coming to Canada helps smoothen the flow of passengers. So we need to do both. Passengers need to be alerted to the fact that circumstances could change at any moment, not only in Canada, by the way, around the world and other countries around the world, but also airports, Transport Canada, CBSA, public health agencies. We also need to learn and see how can we improve our processes to adjust to this reality. Our federal government has been providing funding to airports to help them improve that process as we learn from the new reality of today.
I noticed that the federal government stopped reporting COVID-19 cases in flights coming in internationally, domestically. Why did the federal government do that?
So look, as far as I know, it was the provincial government that reported the sources of transmission. So they were reporting if once somebody goes to a lab and gets tested and then they're positive, public health officials would ask the individual, where were you? How did you, they try to analyze how did they contract that virus. So I think the province has maybe slowed down. I don't want to speak for the province, but I don't think they do as much of tracking anymore as they used to. But it was the provincial government that reported on cases that were reported by people who contracted the virus, where they contracted it from.
Okay. I'm going to get really regional with these questions because I talk to the mayors every week, and these are the things that they asked for them from the feds for the last election. Patrick Brown, the mayor of Brampton, asked for $850 million for the LRT to be run underground to Main Street. Is there any update for that?
Yeah, I actually spoke with Patrick, Mayor Brown. He was up here in Ottawa the week before last, and he and I met, and I've expressed my support for infrastructure projects like the LRT in Brampton. I told him that the federal government has been a willing partner with the province of Ontario, and ultimately the province of Ontario needs to decide which project to proceed with, and then they come to the federal government and ask for partnership. We have been willing all along to do so. So it's I know Mayor Brown is speaking with the province. If the province comes to the federal government requesting support, we will for sure examine that application. And I know many of our caucus colleagues, particularly those in Brampton, are highly supportive of this project.
So you're saying there's a chance of a tunnel in Brampton. All right, okay.
We are more than willing to partner with the provincial government on this project. We need to hear from the provincial government when they want to do that.
Okay. Another thing, I just got off the call with Mayor Crombie, and she always talks about the LRT loop that the province canceled. Is that something that the feds would kind of pick up and run with, or?
Again, funding for infrastructure projects needs to be, for us, because of jurisdictional issue, needs to come through the province. So okay. I've publicly offered to the province of Ontario to partner with them to reinstate the loop. Okay. And we've yet to hear from the province their willingness to do so. I hope they reconsider that decision, because as great as the LRT, and I'm really happy that the LRT is proceeding, that loop would be, I think, an important element. And I hope that the provincial government reconsiders that cancellation. And I can assure you that I and the federal government will be there to work with them on reinstating it.
Yeah, you and I both know they need the loop. Okay, so and then we're talking about the Halton region concerned about regarding the government approval for the CN Milton track rail hub. What are you doing about
Yeah.
that?
Well, look, I am well aware. This is one of the first files that I got briefed on when I first became Minister of Transport. An environmental impact assessment was done for that proposal. It found that overall, on the whole, it can proceed. Even, yes, they found that it may have some negative, it have some emissions issue, but that on the whole, given the benefit that overall, it's going to reduce emissions overall because it's going to get trucks off the road. Khalid, for now, many of the shipments that we get from the Port of Montreal come on trucks. Having this hub in Milton would enable us to move so many trucks off the road, and it will create jobs in Milton. It will create, it will remove so much emissions because it will remove trucks off the road. Having said that, I think it's really important to work with the community, to work with the town of Milton on addressing their concerns. My colleague Adam Van Koeverden has been a champion of this issue of raising these concerns. My commitment to Adam and all people of Milton is that we will work with them on mitigating any risks, any concerns that they have. But I think on the whole, it is a good project for the region. It's a good project for the province. It's a good project for the country.
And any update on the Milton Go service extension?
Thank you for asking me this question. This is something this is a project that I'm really passionate about. You and I have spoken about it in the past. I announced on behalf of our federal government that we are committed to supporting up to 50% of the cost of expanding the Milton line, which is the line that goes through Mississauga, into making it an all-day line, two-way. You know, we have yet to hear from the province about their commitment to this project. Just 2 weeks ago, I went downtown to Queen's Park to meet with Minister Maroney, the provincial minister, to reiterate our commitment to this. We are waiting to receive a funding application from the provincial government. Honestly, without the provincial government, we cannot proceed, but we want to proceed. I am committed to this project, and I am hoping that the government of Ontario will send us a proposal to expanding that line.
Awesome. And Omar, I would just ask if you miss any food in Mississauga, what would you want from Uber right now?
You know, one of the things, I mean, one of the things I don't use Uber Eats, to be honest. I mean, okay. I rarely use them. I like to go and pick it up myself. Even though I order sometimes in advance, I like to go and pick it up myself. I don't know why, I just like to go do that myself. Okay. And there are a lot. There's from, you know, Thai food that I love. And I don't, maybe if I start naming restaurants, other restaurants will be mad at me.
Yeah, you'll get in trouble.
Yeah, but the food quality in Mississauga, particularly over the last 5 years or so, has been really mind-blowing. I'm a foodie, and I love the food quality that we have in Mississauga, and I can tell you I miss it when I'm in Ottawa.
Awesome. All right, Mr. Alghabra, thank you so much. I don't know when I'll catch you next, but if not, have a great holiday seasons.
Thank you, Khalid. Thank you very much again for the service that you're providing your viewers. And I want to wish you and all of your followers happy holiday, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. Please stay safe. Please follow public health advice.
Awesome. All right. Take care.
Bye.